So what this actually means is like I can't even tell you how much. It's kind of like an exaggerated form, like, or you don't even know how much. And I thought this would be a fun one to learn. Exaggerate the magnitude of something, the seriousness of some kind of feeling or action. Like you don't even know how hard I studied. You can't even imagine how long I waited for something like that. A feeling or an action. And if it's used with a verb, usually we need some kind of adverb to add something to it. We usually need an adverb, like a lot, 많이, or hard, 열심히, like we said. You don't know how hard I studied. We need some kind of adverb to go along with it. I'll put some examples here. 많이, you don't know how much, 많이. You don't know how long, 오래, or how hard. 열심히, 못 even could be one of them. Just some examples. Show you some sentences. I use this in it. Okay. 시험을 위해 얼마나 열심히 공부를 했는지 띠로 겨우 통과했어요. I'm gonna break this up. 시험을 위해, for a test, for an exam. 얼마나 열심히, how hard, 얼마나, how hard 공부를 했는지. 는지 doesn't really have a definition to it, but it indicates some kind of uncertainty. So in this case, we're saying you don't know how hard I studied. And then D, we're talking about a grade. D로 겨우 통과했어요. I passed, 통과했어요, with a D. D로 with a D. So what this means is I can't even tell you how hard I studied for the test, 열심히 위해, for that exam, 했는지, and then somehow I barely passed, 통과했어요. 겨우 barely, 통과했어요, passed, with a D. 시험을 위해 얼마나 열심히 공부를 했는지 D로 겨우 통과했어요. Okay, let's do another. 실수를 해서 제가 얼마나 미안한지 몰라요. So this one actually has 몰라요 in it. In the last one, you can see we don't have 몰라요 because we don't need it for this one. But what this one's saying, 실수 is a mistake. 실수하다, 실수해요, to make a mistake. 제가 얼마나 미안한지, 미안하다, sorry, how sorry I am, 몰라요, you don't know. So I can't tell you how sorry I am for my mistake, or you don't know how sorry I feel about the mistake I made. So you can tell already that this grammar is going to be one where it has different forms for different things. The last one we used, at, 했는지. This one is present tense. 미안한지. I'll tell you about the conjugation after we look at some examples before we put this. Next one we're going to do, here's another one. Okay. 이 개그맨 얼마나 재밌는지, or 재밌는지 저는 웃음을 멈출 수가 없었어요. So this one, 이 개그맨 in Korean means a comedian. Gagman, 얼마나 재밌다, how funny. 는지, showing our uncertainty, how funny, you don't know how funny this comedian is. 저는 웃음, laughing, 웃음. 멈추다 means to stop. 멈출 수가 없었어요, I could not stop laughing. And we added a ga here just to show how our emphasis, just how funny this person is. So what this means is I can't tell you how funny that comedian is or was, because I just could not stop laughing. 이 개그맨이 얼마나 재밌는지 저는 웃음을 멈출 수가 없었어요. 회식 is company dinner. 회식, company dinner. 했을 때, when we were having the company dinner, or when we went to company dinner, 음식을 얼마나 많이 먹었는지. 음식을 얼마나 많이, how much, right? Like a lot, a big amount. 먹었는지. I can't tell you how much food I ate. 그 다음 날도, even the next day, 배가 아팠어요. My stomach was hurting. So altogether, 회식을 했을 때 음식을 얼마나 많이 먹었는지 그 다음 날도 배가 아팠어요. When I went to company dinner, I ate an unbelievable amount of food. My stomach was still hurting the next day. So for this one, 그 다음 날, that's the next day, right? 또 is like even the next day. Still the next day still 배가 아팠어요. My stomach hurted. And if you don't know what a company dinner is, that's just gonna be a cultural note that Koreans, a lot of companies in Korea, they do these company dinners that are kind of mandatory. It's seen as problematic because usually at the company dinners, the boss, they kind of force you to drink a lot, which not everybody wants to do that all the time, you know. And they'll have this company dinners after work, and that takes up your time. So with verbs and adjectives in the present tense, it's usually just 는지 or just 는. We saw in the past tense too, it's just 았는지, 었는지, 했는지. And there is like, if we were doing the other 는지, it does actually have a future tense form, but this one, for this grammar, 얼마나 는지, it doesn't have. We won't do a future tense. So actually I messed this up. Adjectives are a bit different. Adjectives in the present tense should be just one in, 니은지, that if it ends in a vowel. And if it ends in a consonant, then we'll do 은지. And I think that's all we need to know.
그 드라마는 얼마나 좋았는지 몰라요.
That's 드라마가 얼마나 좋았는지 몰라요. This sentence is actually a good example of how 는지 sentences usually are. Okay, the next one. Anyone want to try this?
길이
막혀서
때문에 때문에
Which one are you trying to? 막히기 때문에.
얼마나 짜증나는지 몰라요.
So I'm trying to stick to the simple ones right now. The simple ones have 몰라요 in it. And this one.
아기들이 우유를 얼마나 마시는지 몰라요.
Or I guess I'm gonna say they eat because that's how babies eat, but 마시다 is fine too. 먹든지 몰라요. Okay, go over these really quick. First one. 그 드라마가 얼마나 좋았는지 몰라요. 좋았는지 몰라요. You don't know it was good. You don't know it was good. 얼마나, added that into it. You don't know how good it was. You don't know how good that drama was. Number two, this one you can do any way to say because here, I believe, fine. You can do 막혀서 if you wanted to use 서. 길이 막혀서 얼마나 짜증이 나는지 몰라요. How or I was annoyed 는지 몰라요. You don't know I was annoyed. You don't know how much I was annoyed or how annoyed I was that the traffic was blocked. I didn't know. So this one's different. Not you didn't know, but I didn't know this time. I didn't know. So 많이, or we'll just do this. 먹는지 몰라요. I didn't know something about eating. I didn't know something about eating. I didn't know how much let's use baby. I didn't know babies eat, if it was like that, nothing else. I didn't know babies drink or eat milk. I didn't know how much. 얼마나 많이. How, does 많이, a lot, or much. I don't know how much milk babies drink or eat. Okay, well, all of the examples really. The 는지 part, you could almost think that 모르다 is right next to it if you wanted to. You can think that, but it's kind of invisible. But that's where we're implying you don't know this thing, right? Or I can't tell you how you don't know, but you don't know this thing. 모르다, in a sense, in a feeling, it's there, but we're not writing it. Shinkansen kicha. Shinkansen, that's like a bullet train in Japan. Shinkansen 기차가 얼마나 빠른지, the Shinkansen train, how fast it is. Pretend 모르다 is next to it. 모르다. You don't know how fast the bullet train is. 도쿄에서 오사카까지, from Tokyo to Osaka, 3시간 안에 갈 수 있어요. And within 3 hours, in under 3 hours, you can go. So it's almost like there's two different sentences, but it's written all into one. So you can think the sentence ends here, then the next. So in this one, what we're saying is not even you don't know how much, or I can't tell you how much. We can just say the bullet train is so fast, it's crazy. You can get from Tokyo to Osaka in under 3 hours. That's kind of what we're getting here. So I'll try to do a couple sentences like 나는지, but this is past tense. So in the example I'm looking at, they're doing present. Maybe it can be either one. 얼굴이 빨갛게, and then you said 졌어요. I can't picture that word ahead.
I made it up. I'm not sure how to say turned red. I was thinking like becomes red.
Oh, 됐어요. Oh, that one's okay too. 변하다 means to transform, to turn into something. So you can do 변하다. You could probably do 바뀌다. 바뀌었어요. And you can probably do 됐어요 too. Yeah, give us a feeling of becoming or changing into something.
가게 밖에서 줄이 얼마나 기다리는지.
Wait. I think you're skipping ahead. So, outside the store, the line was so long. Let's say that first.
So would there be two or 많이 긴 줄이?
We do 얼마나 after we say the line was so long.
많이 커서?
We can say just 길다. Say 너무. Maybe 너무 길어서. And then 얼마나. All the other stuff.
오래 기다리는지 얼마나? 얼마나 오래 기다리는지. Would we still end with like?
Yeah.
서울에 얼마나 더운지 말로 표현할 수 없어서 죽을 것 같아요.
Wait, what was the other part you said?
I said like hard to describe as a 말로 표현할 수.
Okay. I should have said you don't need to put that part in there.
Okay.
And you said
I don't know
죽을.
왜 죽을 것 같아요.
Yeah.
좋겠어요.
There's a lot of ways to say that. Yeah, so all of that I can't even describe. That would go in this part. I'm just gonna put 모르다, but yeah, that's the invisible part I was talking about. You don't have to put it in there. So I can't describe how hot it is in Seoul. Oh, I probably should have put 날씨. 서울에 날씨가 얼마나 더운지 몰라요. That ends the sentence. 죽을 것 같아요. I think I'm gonna die. Or I'm on the verge of dying. So 2 different sentences, but technically 2 different sentences, but it's put all into one.
전에 잃어버린 강아지가 찾아서 너무 행복했는지 몰라요.
I'm missing some things. 잃어버린 강아지 찾아서 얼마나 기쁜지 몰라요. That's good. Okay. Number 8.
책을 읽고 있을 때 문을 갑자기 열어서 얼마나 놀랐어요?
Or wait, where did you put the ninji?
문을 갑자기 열었는지 얼마나 놀랐어요?
Not quite.
No?
Because the door opened suddenly.
얼마나 놀랐는지? 몰라요.
Yeah. 책을 읽고 있는데 갑자기 문이 열려서 얼마나 놀랐는지 몰라요. And notice this word. If you know the word to open, right? That means to open. 열다, which becomes 열어요. This one is actually 열리다, which is like a passive form. Kind of say the door was opened. So you didn't open the door. Someone else or something else opened the door. 열려서. The door was opened suddenly by someone else, and I was surprised. So I can't tell you how popular our product is after being advertised. So 우리 회사의 상품 is our product. 상품은 TV에서 광고되고 나서 after it was advertised 얼마나 많이 인기를 I can't type 끌어 probably because I try to type without looking 끌었는지 몰라요. Okay, so we're used to 인기가 있어요 or 인기가 많아요, like, but this one's a little bit different. 인기를 끌다. So 끌다 means to draw in or pull in. So it's pulling in or drawing in attention. It's gaining popularity is basically what this means. 우리 회사의 상품은 TV에서 광고되고 나서. So that go 나서, that means after. Something happened and then, or after something happened. 얼마나 많이, how much, 인기를 끌었는지 몰라요. You don't know how much it gained, how much popularity it gained.